Okay, y'all, so I wanted to talk about the story because it is going viral on my timelines and stuff. So it's another alien claim, another alien story. Let's get into it.
Coming through, we making niggas switch teams. I'm feeling really pussy, got that shit in my jeans.
So the Independent says alien corpses apparently shown to Congress as UFO expert forced to testify under oath. Maussan, I'm just going to pronounce his name like that, has previously been associated with claims of discoveries that have later been debunked. So alleged non-human alien corpses have been displayed to Mexican politicians at country's Congress. You can see one here looking very much so casket sharp. Jaime Maussan claimed that the two corpses were around 1,000 years old and were retrieved from Cusco, Peru. They were presented in windowed boxes in Mexico City on Wednesday, stirring excitement within the UFO conspiracy theorist community. The event was spearheaded by journalist and ufologist Jaime Maussan, who testified under oath that the mummified specimens are not part of our terrestrial evolution, with almost a third of their DNA remaining unknown. The claims by the self-claimed ufologist have not been proven, and he has actually been previously associated with claims of discoveries that have later been debunked. So, okay, let's just talk about people's ideas of like aliens and because this gives me hoax, obviously, like, come on now. But like, I think it's so interesting that every time a lot of people think about aliens or want to talk about, oh, this is an alien or I've seen an alien, it always looks like ET. Like, it always gives like ET kind of vibes, long head kind of vibes, skinny arms, big ass eyes. Like, it's always some like devolved humanoid thing that human beings can overpower. It's just so, I don't know. To me, I think people's like ideas about what aliens could be are so formed or informed by TV and movies, and like, so anytime something like this pops up, it'd be easy to gag people. It'd be easy to hold their attention. And I'm just like, girl, get this bullshit out of my face. I feel like the traits that an organism has, how it looks, how it's built, is a direct result of how its environment forced it to evolve. So it's interesting when people imagine these like Earth-like worlds with beings that look so drastically different than us, and it's just like, why would they need to be so different from us if their environment is the same? You see what I'm saying? And then also, people rarely entertain the idea that aliens might be so advanced that they might not give a shit about us. Maybe we are ants or bacteria to them. Like, why would they care to communicate with our primitive asses? Like, you know what I mean? Would we spend our time trying to communicate with ants, or would we just avoid them, or would we get the raid? Would we just spray them? You see what I'm saying? Like, what if aliens are made out of a substance that is outside of our ability to detect it? You know what I mean? Like, life as we don't know it. So I think people are really not thinking critically at all about aliens, and, you know, because I think that they're out there, but just because the universe is way too goddamn big. But I just think that it's so easy to play with people's heads and present them with bullshit like this because of how simplistic like the general public's ideas of aliens are, you know what I mean? And how elementary they are, and how they're informed, like I said, by mainstream media and all these ET-ass bullshit. It's just like, that's why I think it's so easy to run away with headlines when y'all present these hoax type shits. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. And also, we have to keep in mind that most times when people who study space like go out looking for life, it's, you know, alien extraterrestrial life, they're looking for microbes, girl. Like, or chemicals in the atmosphere, chemical reactions in the atmosphere, or some planet or whatever that give evidence to some microbiological process that would indicate life. Like, they're looking for small shit in the realm of viruses and stuff like that, especially if we're talking about in our solar system. So when people come over here talking about these big ass images of ET and big heads and big eyes and, oh my God, scary ass aliens, it feels so small. It feels so simple and elementary. And I think, like I said, that's why it's so easy for some people to get away with these fucking hoaxes and shit like that. So I just wanted to say that. Let's continue. So at the public hearing, Mr. what's his face showed U.S. officials and members of the Mexican government several videos of UFOs and UAPs before unveiling the alleged alien corpses. He said, "These specimens are not a part of our terrestrial evolution. These aren't beings that were found after a UFO wreckage. They were found in algae mines and were later fossilized." So that's why they say they're over 1,000 years old. They talking about, it was found that over 30% of the specimen's DNA was unknown, and they had eggs inside of them. It's just a former Navy pilot, U.S. Navy pilot, was in attendance. Ryan Graves, he was the one who told the U.S. Congress earlier this year about the threat that UAPs pose to the U.S. national security. Now this guy, Mr. Maussan or whatever, has behind all this, and at the hearing and shit, speaking at the hearing, has previously been associated with claims of alien discoveries that have later been debunked, including 5 mummies found in Peru in 2017 that were later shown to be human children. So let's just get some fact checking going on from Snopes. It says, because this guy Jaime Maussan or whatever, he gives me hoax. So on June 20th, 2017, the website Gaia.com published a video purporting to show the excavation and examination of a mummified body in Peru. Although Gaia.com at least posed the idea that the mummy was an alien as a question, this other website definitively reported the headline, "New Alien Mummy Discovered in Peru." So in 2015, this same guy we talking about, 2015, Mexican journalist Jaime Maussan, who reported the existence of this mummy to Gaia and is featured in the video, led an event called Be Witness, at which a mummified body, purportedly that of an alien, was unveiled. Later, though, that alien discovery was debunked, and the mummified corpse was shown to be that of a human child. The previous discovery of mummies with elongated skulls in Peru, like that shown in the Gaia video, has prompted similar wild speculation about alien species, but anthropologists have explained that elongated skulls are the result of an ancient practice of artificial cranial deformation in which young children had their heads bound in cloth, rope, or even wooden boards, possibly as part of a religious ritual. Finally, Gaia.com, the website this all happened with, has a long history of providing a platform for false pseudoscience, conspiracy theories, and paranormal claims. The company charges $95 per year for unlimited access to videos about remote viewing, contact with angels, alien abduction, crop circles, and the like. So this guy, this journalist or whatever, that's the type of shit he was involved with. And now for some reason he finds himself in front of Mexico's Congress talking about, these are alien corpses and shit. Like, girl, you're gonna have to kiss my ass. You're just gonna have to kiss my ass. And it's just like, let me tell you something. Y'all gonna have to come harder with these hoaxes, because we don't, unless these aliens come down here paying my rent, unless they got a better plan for student loans than Joe Biden ass doing, unless they have a plan to fix inflation and shit like that, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Even if this hoe did get up and start walking around and say, bitch, take me to your leaders or some type of shit like that, bitch, I'm going to take that alien's ass straight to our leaders and say, hey, guess what? If you can solve this shit, because we've been dealing with their ass forever, if you can solve these issues that we have with our fucking lazy ass, complacent, complicit, oppressive ass leaders, if you can solve the issue, girl, go right ahead, because we've been trying to do that shit for how long? That's what I'm saying. Like, we are at an age right now, we're in a time right now where times are so fucking hard, bitch. Y'all are trying to grab our attention with these aliens coming down, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I feel like maybe something going on with the UAPs. I don't know, drones, or somebody got some tech and they, some country got some tech and she flying it around and scaring our asses. Like, I don't know. Something might be going on with that. But bitch, like, y'all gonna have to come a little harder. Inflation rent too high, wages too low, bitch. Them aliens need to come down here and help us pay some rent, bitch. They need to get clock in like the rest of us. And help us pay some rent. Girl, girl, take this bullshit out my face right now. That's all I'm saying. Thank y'all so much for watching. Love y'all so much. And make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.